Hello! So tonight I'm going to talk about knives. Now I see a lot of people will talk about their everyday carry, what they've got. There's a lot of debate, there's a lot of different thoughts that people have got on it, so I thought I'd just wade into this and tell you what I use. So I have 3 main knives, 3 different purposes, and I'll chat you through them. I'll give you my reasons why I use them, why I've not used something else. Before I do that, there's one thing that I want to kind of address. So there's a lot of people talk about survival knives. Now this is kind of like saying an assault rifle. There's no such thing as an assault rifle. There's a rifle, and if you use it to assault something, then it's an assault rifle. Much the same as there's no such thing as a survival knife. Hey Junior's Reflection, how you doing? If you have a knife, whether it's something this size, it's a big machete, or you have just a razor blade, if you take that to survive, it is now a survival knife. So it's one of those things that really bugs me when people say, what would you use as a survival knife? Because there's no such thing. A knife is just a knife, and what you use it for, it's a tool at the end of the day. And you use it for what you use it for. Whether you use it for cutting up carpets, whether you use it for butter, it's just a knife. It is a tool. So the 3 knives I want to talk about then, and I'm going to go in reverse order here, and it might not make sense what I'm saying initially, but I'll hopefully explain it to you as I go along. So the first knife I want to sort of have a look at. Now this was from Lowe's. This is a little husky knife. Now this cost me, I think I got change out of $10 for it. I know it is, I don't know if you can see that particularly well. It's basically an interchangeable Stanley blade. Now these are not that big, as you can see. They're not the largest of knives, fairly small. I keep one of these with me. If I'm going anywhere, I've got one of these in the car. I've got 2 or 3 of these. This is a really handy knife if you want to do anything cutting that's not going to require a lot of strength in a blade. So if you're not cutting wood, say it's like string, rope, thin bits of wood, I use one of these, and the reason being is it's a razor blade. If I want to change it, I just swap out the razor blade. I can get 10 blades for something like $2. So you can effectively have hundreds of knives by just changing the blade, and these are so cheap. I think it was $9.95 in Lowe's. It's got a little carrying clip in the back and one-handed opening as well if you need to use it. Great utility knife, fairly simple, stainless steel, and it's Husky. It's a known brand. They're pretty good. They're maybe not the most robust, but for $10 you can't really go far wrong with it. So that's what I use if I want to use a utility knife for anything. Next one I'm going to go on to is an everyday carry knife. So there's a bit of a story that goes with this knife. So I never actually bought this. So I was deployed overseas. I was walking back in the wee small hours, about 3-4 in the morning, tired. I had my head down, and as I had my head down, I noticed something as I kicked it. It was a tiny little ammo pouch, and this was in it. Now, when I picked it up, I had a look at it, and then I realised what it was. So I did the honest thing. I went to the MPs and said, look, I've just found this. What do you want me to do with it? And they said, well, where you're going to, you've just had a RIP, so a RIP relief in place. So the whole battalion of the army guys that were there had just left. And where they had walked through, one of them had dropped this. So he said, there's 2 things you can do. You can try and find somewhere where it came from, or just keep it. So I kept it. I'll be honest. So this is a CRXT. This is an M16 13T blade. Now these retail just now for about $130. Now it's made of titanium, the blade. It's a one-handed opening as well. It's got a little flick, a little bit at the back there for opening it. Great little blade. It's the spear point on it as well. Now this is a really good everyday carry blade, little knife. It's locking as well, so it stays locked open when the blade's there. And it's also got at the top there, I don't know if you can see that really well, that little circle there. You can slide that across and you can actually properly lock the blade, which is quite handy. It's been drilled out as well, as you can see there, so it makes it lighter, and it is made of titanium as well. So sharpening this takes a little bit more effort, but it's worth it. Blade itself, it's a single-sided blade, it's not a double-sided, and it does have the serrated edge as well. So if you do need to do anything that needs a serration, little bit of a sawing motion, then you can use that there as well. This is great. This is my everyday carry blade. If I'm out and about and I want to take something, really good for protection. It's small, it's thin, it's low profile. It's really easy to open one-handed as well if you want to use it. So that's that one, and it does have a clip on the back as well, as most knives do, so you can just slip it in your pocket, and because it's got the slim profile as well, it's really good. And finally, the last knife that I would use is my survival knife. This is one that I take out into the field and whenever I do any survival exercises. Now, this might surprise a lot of people, and I know there's a lot of people that spend a lot of money on blades. They get special made ones. There's a lot of Damascus blades. There's a lot of expensive knives. Now, for me, knives are something that they're a tool, as I said before. So if I'm spending money, I don't want to spend a lot of money because I could break it, I could lose it, someone could steal it. And because it is a tool, it's a bit like buying a classic car. You've kind of got to keep it under wraps. You don't go out that often, you've got a dust sheet over it, it gets tucked away and you don't use it. And that's kind of the way I feel for some of these expensive knives. So this is my fifth one of these, I think. I don't know, I've went through quite a few, normally because I lose them. Because I'm like that, hence why I don't buy expensive knives. But it's a Mora knife. Now, this was actually a present from my wife. I don't know exactly how much it is, but you normally get change out of $15 for these. Comes with its own plastic cover. It's got the belt loop for it and pulls out. It's a real handy little blade. Now the reason I use this as my survival knife is they're cheap, they're robust, they sharpen really well, and if you do lose it, it's $15 for a new one. I have never found this wanting in anything that I've wanted to do. The blade's long enough, and I'm guessing, I think it's 4.5 inch blade on it. It's got a point in the front as well if you want to use it for any kind of protection. And the blade itself is really sharp, and they sharpen quite quickly and easily as well. The difference between this and some of the more expensive knives is, yes, it is cheaper. Yes, it is made of plastic. Yes, it doesn't look as good. Yes, it looks like a kitchen knife. But you know what? It's functional, it works. And certainly when I've got any students and they're asking for me to recommend the knife, this is one I would always recommend for them. And because it comes with a plastic cover as well, the plastic sheath, and it does actually clip in there as well. It's not just, it slides in. If you listen, you'll hear it, it clicks in. So that can actually sit in your belt loop. This is probably not something I'd want as an everyday carry. Yes, you could use it for self-defense, and certainly it's going to do someone damage, but the fact it is actually quite big. It does come in its scabbard, it doesn't fold. It just doesn't look the part. However, absolutely functional, and as I said, I think I'm in 4 or 5 of these. It might even be more, it might even be nearer 10, I don't know. But I've never been upset when I've lost one of these, because I know I can spend $10-15 and I can get a new one, and it's dead easy. So that's my take on knives. As I said, it's one of those subjects that it can get quite emotive for people. People have got kind of like arseholes as well, I would term it. Everybody's got one, the opinion. So there's my 2 pennies worth. So let me know what you think, what your favourite knives are. By all means, shoot me down. Tell me what's wrong with what I've got there. Let me know what you think, because everybody's different. And you know what? There might just be someone out there that's got something that I didn't know about. It'd be a bit more functional. But you can let me know. So hope you enjoyed that. Adios.